Friends, welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS.
Get ready to learn something new with us today. I'm Andrea.
And I'm Gabe. And our friends and Patty are at the airport still. Let's join them after we talk about some key words. The first key word is passport. Passport. If you want to travel to other countries, you'll need a passport.
Flight. Flight. Our flight leaves at 1 o'clock. Let's get to the airport by 11 o'clock.
Check. Check. Are you checking your bags or are you taking them on the plane?
Boarding pass. Boarding pass. Don't lose your boarding pass. You need it to get on the plane.
Carry. Carry. I don't want to carry this bag anymore. Where can I put it down?
Where can you say these keywords again? Right here with us, right now. The first one is passport. Passport.
Flight. Flight.
Check. Check.
Boarding pass. Boarding pass.
Carry. Carry.
Eddie?
Huh?
Eddie?
Yeah?
It's time for the mission for today.
Yeah, but look, I have a new passport.
That's great.
Oh, Eddie, that's great. Can we see your passport?
No, be very careful.
Well, Eddie, are you going somewhere?
Yes, I am going on vacation.
Eddie,
Wow!
you can't go on vacation until you give us the mission.
Oh, okay, well, in that case, here's today's mission. What will Patty need to get her luggage?
What will Patty need to get her luggage?
Well, let's go and find out in today's lesson.
May I see your passport and ticket?
Here you go.
Do you want an aisle or window seat?
I want an aisle seat, please. Can I get an exit row seat?
Yes.
Maybe you'll get some good snacks on the plane.
I won't get many. The flight isn't very long.
Well, we see here that the flight isn't very long. That is good. Friends, we have a key word, and it is flight. Flight. The flight is your plane ride, or it's the time that you are in the air. It's the time that the plane is in the air.
You can ask someone, what time is your flight? Or you can ask, how was your flight? You can say, I had a great flight, or my flight wasn't very good.
Or, the movie that I saw on the flight was very cool. Or, the food on the flight was great. That's how you can use this word flight. Now, I have a question. What do you need if you are going to take a flight to another country?
Well, you need a passport if you're going to fly to another country.
You are so right, Andrea. And this is a key word, passport. Passport. A passport is something that you need to leave your country. It lets others know where you are from and who you are. That's your passport.
A passport looks kind of like a small book. On the front of the passport is the name of your country. When you open the passport, you'll see your name and a picture of yourself and more information that the people on the plane need to know.
And if you are going on a trip somewhere, remember to take your passport with you. One time, I forgot to take my passport and I had to get to the airport and then go all the way home when I remembered that my passport was at home.
Oh, Gabe, did you still get on your flight?
No, I had to wait a whole day to go on another flight.
I'm sorry, Gabe. So friends, make sure you take your passport. Do not forget your passport before you take a flight.
How many bags are you checking?
2.
2 big bags.
Can I check these through to Denver?
No, you need to get them at Songsan Airport and then check them in again at Taoyuan Airport.
You'll also have to get them at baggage claim in San Francisco. Then you go through customs. After that, the airline will put them on the plane for Denver.
Okay, thank you.
Well, friends, we are learning some good sentences that you need when you are at an airport and when you're traveling by plane, especially when you are at the check-in area. So let's practice what we've learned. Now, Gabe, what is one question you might hear when you are at the check-in area?
Yes. Well, the person behind the counter is looking at her computer and she says, "How many bags are you checking?"
How many bags are you checking? Well, first, let's learn that keyword together. It is check. Check. Now, here the verb check is talking about bags. When you check your bags, that means you give your bags to the airline to take care of. When you check your bags, that means you do not carry them onto the airplane.
You can use this word like this. You can ask, "Will you check that bag?" Or, "Are you going to take it with you on the plane?" And the lady in this conversation asks, "How many bags are you checking?"
How many bags is Patty checking? Well, Patty is checking 2 big bags. It's funny how Roger says 2 big bags. That's because Patty's bags are very heavy. Now, friends, when you check bags at an airport, you do want to make sure that your bags are not too heavy. If your bags are too heavy, you might have to pay some more money to check them.
Yeah, and you don't want to pay more money just to check your bags. Well, there's another important question. Do you have your passport? And how many bags are you checking?
Here's your boarding pass.
Don't lose it.
And your luggage claim checks are here too.
You need those so you can get your luggage in Songshan.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you.
When is your flight?
It's in 2 hours.
Let's go to the restaurant. Good idea. Carrying Patty's luggage made me hungry.
Well, it's making me hungry too, because there is great food on airplanes. So I'm getting hungry. But before I go eat, let's talk about some key words. The first is boarding pass. Boarding pass. Your boarding pass is what you need to get on the airplane. It has your name on it and some other flight information. That's a boarding pass.
Yes, your boarding pass is very important, just like your passport. Do not lose it. You need to show your boarding pass before you can get on the plane. It has your name on it, the name of the airline you are flying with. Your boarding pass also has your seat number on it, so you know where to sit on the airplane.
Now, if you're at an airport, then you might hear someone say, please have your passport and your boarding pass ready to show the airport workers. These are 2 very important things to have and to show the airport workers. Well, we have some more key words here. One more. It is the word carry. Carry. When you carry something, that means you hold it and take it somewhere. You carry it.
What was Roger carrying? He was carrying Patty's luggage, and we know her luggage was heavy, so it was not easy to carry.
I remember when I was a little child, I would always ask my dad, "Daddy, can you carry me, please?" If we were going hiking up a mountain. "Daddy, can you carry me, please?"
Well, Gabe, that's sweet. Did your dad carry you?
Sometimes. And then I turned 18. Anyway, let's look at the answer to today's mission. It is, what will Patty need to get her luggage?
What will Patty need to get her luggage? She will need her luggage claim checks to get her luggage.
Song time.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. Heaven and nature sing.
Take it higher.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. Heaven and nature sing. Joy, 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 joy. So much joy. Joy, 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 joy. So much joy. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore Thee. God of glory, Lord of love.
Hearts unfold like flowers before the opening to the sun above.
Everybody sing joy. Everybody shout joy. 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 Joy, 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 joy.
Conversation replay.
May I see your passport and ticket?
Here you go.
Do you want an aisle or window seat?
I want an aisle seat, please. Can I get an exit row seat?
Yes.
Maybe you'll get some good snacks on the plane.
I won't get many. The flight isn't very long.
How many bags are you checking?
2.
2 big bags.
Can I check these through to Denver?
No. You need to get them at Songsan Airport and then check them in again at Taoyuan Airport.
You'll also have to get them at baggage claim in San Francisco. Then you go through customs. After that, the airline will put them on the plane for Denver.
Okay. Thank you.
Here's your boarding pass.
Don't lose it.
And your luggage claim checks are here too.
You need those so you can get your luggage in Songshan.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you.
When is your flight?
It's in 2 hours.
Let's go to the restaurant. Good idea. Carrying Patty's luggage made me hungry.
Calendar phrase.
So, Andrea, where do I check in?
Oh, Oh, Gabe, okay, I see you're at an airport and you are asking me this question, right?
I guess so. So where do I check in?
Well, you check in right over there.
Over there.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll go check in after we teach today's
Calendar phrase.
The phrase today is, where do I check in?
Where do I check in?
If you have bags at an airport and you are going somewhere, then you might need to check some of those bags in. You need to know where, so here's a good phrase. Where do I check in?
Now, where do we learn more about this phrase?
I know, in today's calendar phrase skit. Let's go there now.
Where do I check in?
Where do I check in? What do I do when I get to the airport?
You check in your bags.
Where do I check in?
You check in at the airline counter.
But there are many airline counters. Where do I check in?
Look at the signs. They will tell you.
But what if I go to the wrong counter? How will I know? Where do I check in?
Jan, I will go with you.
Really? Great. Let's go.
Where do I check in?
Where do I check in?
Friends, now it's time for the question of the day with our good friend, Eddie.
Eddie, that's me. Well, let's see, today's question of the day is, how many bags do you take when you travel? Why?
How many bags do you take when you travel? Why?
When I travel by plane, I take 2 bags. But if I travel by car, I usually only take 1 bag because I'm not going as far.
Well, friends, how would you answer this question? Thank you for joining us here today on Let's Talk in English on PTS, where
Learning English can be fun. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.